Planning Commission. As also, are we looking at the appointments of the CPCC? Desmond Fletcher, confirmation for Desmond Fletcher, and there was one other. Reappointments of Richard Lindemann to a second term on the CPCC, to Miles Nevin to the at-large second term on the CPCC, as well as Christian Cooper to an appointment, he's a 3rd District resident, to the Citizen Police Complaint Commission. These were all voted on and recommended by the Personnel and Civil Service Committee with glowing recommendations. And again, I think the mayor has outdone himself with glowing appointments. I'd like to make a recommendation, a motion to approve the committee's recommendation and allow for comments of our...
Does that include Adam as well? This list that we approved last civil... I don't have it.
These are the Charter Commission appointments.
Okay, thank you.
These are the Charter Commission appointments that went through the Personnel and Civil Service Committee. And so that's my recommendation. I move to approve.
Thank you. So, Councilmember Pierce, I have you queued up on a motion. I believe Councilman Austin intends to make the motion on the Charter Commission appointments. You want to? Councilman, you want to? Okay, so it's been moved by Councilman Austin. Next, we'll hear from Councilmember Pierce.
I just want to say that I think that these are great commission appointments. Earlier today, we had the opportunity to discuss the Harbor Commission and the Planning Commission, and it's great to have commissioners that have led, that have experience leading, that care not only about industry, the environment, but our neighborhoods, and I'm really honored and hope that my colleagues will support me and my other colleagues in appointing some great commissioners to our city. Thank you.
Fantastic. Next, Councilwoman Price.
Thank you. I, too, want to congratulate all of the appointees this evening. I especially want to recognize one of my predecessors, Frank Colonna, who will be resuming in his service in a more public light. Frank, many people don't know because he's very, I think, very humble and well-meaning and really cares about the city. But ever since he left the City Council, he's been very actively involved in improving our city on the Rivers and Mountains Conservancy and has helped with so much of our efforts with wetlands and the Colorado Lagoon and all the things that are so important to many parts of our city. And he does that kind of under the radar without much fanfare because he loves this city. So I'm looking forward to having him working with us as a member of the Harbor Commission, and same with Assemblymember Lowenthal, Commissioner Lowenthal. What should we? There's so many titles. We're gonna need a little
Former Vice Mayor.
But yes, and I think all of us enjoy a very good working relationship with our harbor commissioners. They help educate us on the issues that are facing the industry and the changes in the industry. So I look forward to that continued relationship with both of you, and to all of the commissioners. Welcome and thank you for your service.
Thank you, Councilmember Uranga.
Thank you, Vice Mayor. I was a member of the Civil Service and Personnel Committee earlier today that made the recommendation to here today. I said a lot of great things, man. You all should have been here, man. It was awesome. So I'm not going to repeat everything I said, and those are my colleagues, but I will say that as a former employee of the City of Long Beach, I worked with these two individuals, Frank Colonna and Molly Lowenthal, when they were on the City Council, and it was a pleasure to work for them at that time. And this is an honor for me to be here on the days to approve and push forward their names to these commissions. So congratulations, and looking forward to working with you in the future.
Thank you, Councilwoman Gonzalez.
I, too, want to extend my congratulations to each of you. It's awesome that all of you have extensive backgrounds. I've been doing a little bit of research on all of you, and it's just incredible the amount of talent that we have in Long Beach now representing us. And it's awesome, even more awesome to have someone from the 1st District representing our Harbor Commission, which is exciting. And also to you, Frank, as well. I know we spoke as well over the weekend, and I'm also very excited for you to join our Harbor Commission, and I look forward to working with all of you in so many different facets. Congratulations again.
Thank you. Next, we have Councilman Andrews.
Also, I'd like to congratulate each and every one of you, and good luck. I don't know what you're getting into, but still, good luck.
Thank you. Councilmember Supernaw.
Thank you, and congratulations to all the nominees. I know you'll do a great job. Also want to make special mention of Richard Lindeman re-upping on the Citizens Police Complaint Commission. If that name is familiar, he ran against me in 2015, and I nominated him for that commission. So it's a special individual who's willing to serve under those circumstances. So thank you, Richard.
Councilmember Uranga.
I would, I would be remiss if I did not also congratulate all the other appointees. Frank and Bonnie are just so overwhelming that I forgot to also congratulate the other appointees to our various commissions, and I know you'll do a good job. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember Mungo.
I just want to thank everyone and remind the community watching at home that we still have commission seats available, and that this is not only a great honor, but a great responsibility. And we appreciate those who have agreed to step up, because many others often say no. There's a lot of scrutiny and there's a lot of requirements. And so not only do we appreciate that you have already given so much of your lives to public service, but here you come again on another round of giving back. And so thank you so much for what you do. It really is a thankless job, and we appreciate you.
Thank you, and I'll insert my comments here. So I'll say to Bonnie and Frank, congratulations and welcome to both of you. The vote hasn't happened yet, but I think you'll be okay. As you know, from current vice mayor to two former vice mayors, I gotta say, you're making it look good here, what you're doing since leaving the vice mayor's seat. So really proud of both of you. I do want to say, before we open up to public comment, I want to congratulate all of the new appointees that were mentioned. And we will have two separate votes on the rest of the folks that are coming up. But before we go to public comment, I'd like to invite both Frank and Bonnie up if they'd like to just introduce themselves for folks who may not know them. I know we all know them, but to the folks watching, they may want a new introduction to our two new harbor commissioners.
Thank you so much for your comments, for your welcome, and for your understanding of our past service in the 1st District, in the State Assembly, on the school board. The harbor is very special to me. I think the harbor accounts for 1 out of 3 jobs in the Southern California region. So the work that we do is going to be very critical for economic development for the future of this entire region. And I just want to tell you that I've really never left the city family. I may not be on your side of the dais, but once you're on the council and once you work for this city, the passion really remains. So I thank you. I look forward to working with you.
Thank you. Mr. Colonna?
Thank you, Vice Mayor. I also want to thank Mayor Garcia and all of you for all the support that you've given, not only now, but as we've worked together in the past few years on a lot of things. One thing, it's always nice to come back home. And Long Beach is such a great city, and our port is just an enormous resource, and we all rely on it. It feeds families, puts roofs over people's heads, provides the kind of goods and services that the entire country depends on. And so we have a lot of work ahead of us, but at the same time, we need to really stand tall and proud of the kind of port that we have from when it first started, and it was just a glimmer maybe 50, 60 years ago. And you look at it now, and it's thousands of jobs and billions of dollars of our economic vitality. So I want to thank you all. I'll do the best job I can for each and every one of you, as well as our residents of the city, and look forward to working together. This is a great opportunity. I'm so excited about doing it, and very privileged, by the way, for your support. It's really an honor. Thank you.
Thank you for those comments. So, according to our city attorney, we're going to do one public comment for everyone. So I'm going to go ahead and move forward with all the rest of the commissions that we have here. So we'll hear our charter appointments. So to the Economic Development Commission, we have Steve Goodling, who's no stranger to City Hall. Steve Goodling's been the president and CEO of the Long Beach Convention and Visitors Bureau for the past 16 years. In that role, he's helped strengthen the local and regional economy by generating more than $300 million annually and supporting nearly 7,000 local jobs. He's been involved in numerous economic development projects, including $45 million redesign of the Long Beach Convention and Entertainment Center complex, the grand opening of Pacific Ballroom at Long Beach Arena, the terminal modernization of the Long Beach Airport, many high-profile special events and conventions. And we have one additional, but I'll take a moment to recognize Councilwoman Gonzalez. She has a statement to make.
Yes, I will recuse myself. I know Adam is my partner in life, and so I have to do that. And his family is all right here celebrating him today, so I will leave the room.
No peeking. Thank you. So next we have an appointment to the Long Beach Transit Board of Directors, which is Adam Carrillo. Adam is a Council District 1 resident and is currently the Economic Development Manager for the Downtown Long Beach Alliance, where he works to support job creation efforts by attracting and expanding and retaining business in the downtown core. Adam's also president of the Long Beach Commercial Real Estate Council and was previously an advisory board member at DRTV Inc. In addition, Adam has more than 10 years of experience in the competitive advertising industry in developing and executing marketing strategies for numerous successful brands. So I want to, so we have a number of commissions here. Let's just give a round of applause to everyone here, Steve Goodling, Adam Carrillo, all the appointments that are being made tonight. So at this point, we're gonna, Councilman Pierce, I see you queued up. Were you queued up to speak? Okay, thank you. So next, we're going to go to public comment here. So if there's any public comment on any of the appointments, please come forward, and you have 3 minutes. Any public comment?
I filled out a card, dude.
Oh, no, this is public comment on this item alone, on the appointments. Please come forward. So I see 3 people, 4. Okay, go ahead, proceed, sir.
Good evening, City Council, Vice Mayor. I'm Robert Fox. I'm Executive Director of the Council of Neighborhood Organizations for the city. We applaud the recommendation of Ms. Lowenthal and Frank Colonna, who I've known for 37 years. Great people. They've served the city of Long Beach magnificently in all capacities. You couldn't get a better recommendation anywhere. And it brings me to my point. I was reading the city charter because this issue came up for me about appointments of commissioners. And it just says that you have to be a resident of the city of Long Beach. That sounds great, you know, but it doesn't say anything about time. Now, I know that Frank's been here all of his life since 1954, so that's not an issue for me. But when you're having a commission appointment, I wonder if we should take a study on the city charter and think about how long would it be reasonable to live in the city of Long Beach before you are appointed to a commission or to a committee or to be elected to a city council, or run for city council, or to run for the mayor. I thought with a few friends of mine and presidents of neighborhood associations, and we came up with different figures, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, whatever, but at least there was some time. And the reason for this is we want people who are familiar with the city of Long Beach, have some provenance here, and have some history, so they have some context to make reasoned judgments about. So rather than opposing anybody, I would just like to request perhaps that the council bring into consideration a study on the city charter and perhaps come up with a recommendation in the future about how long someone should be in the city of Long Beach before they are recommended to a commission. And I hope that makes sense to you all. It certainly was sort of common sense to us. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Next speaker, please.
Good evening, council members. My name is Christian Cooper. I am a 3rd District resident, been in Long Beach for 7 years, and I want to thank Mayor Garcia for this appointment to the Citizen Police Complaint Commission and the City Council for the consideration. I also want to acknowledge my mom and dad are here, Kathy and Grant, and my partner Corey. So I want to thank them for being here. And this is my 10th year of practicing law. And I went into the law to serve the community. I work for Public Counsel, which is a legal aid nonprofit in Los Angeles. And I've been there for 7 years. And I've really been looking for a way to increase my participation here in Long Beach. And so when I got a call from Tyler in the mayor's office asking if I was interested in this appointment, I said absolutely. This was my first choice when I was, looking at all the different opportunities to serve. And I really look forward to putting my background and experience to use and working hard for the Citizen Police Complaint Commission and for the City of Long Beach. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Next speaker, please.
Good evening, Warren Blasovsky, Long Beach Citizens for Fair Development. I wanted to continue on what the first gentleman said. The City Code Section 502 regarding residence for commissions says that at the time of his or her nomination and election should be a legally registered voter of the city and should have been a bona fide resident of the city for at least 30 days. Bringing this up specifically regarding the Planning Commission nominee, sure, he's a great guy. He looks like he's done a lot of good work with the unions. But according to the Long Beach report and the mayor's office statement, he's just recently moved to the city of Long Beach. So echoing what the first gentleman said, there probably should be a longer time than the code calls for, the 30 days. Also notable is that a political action committee that Mr. Lafarga was on the leadership of gave a substantially large donation, contribution of $40,000 to the mayor's Measure A and B fund for the passage of the tax measure.